Welcome to our relationship series. Today, I have a question for you. Is it possible to be married and be lonely? Beautiful question. Is it possible to be married and be lonely? That's what we're discussing today. Stay tuned. Don't touch that dial. Welcome back to our relationship series. Today, we have a very, very important topic. Is it possible to be lonely and yet married? My question is, I don't know. We're going to find out. Loneliness in marriage can be a complex and painful experience. It often arises when one or both partners emotionally, feel disconnected emotionally, unfulfilled, or isolated within the relationship. Here are some common factors contributing to loneliness in marriage. Yes, it's very surprising, but yes, I know some people when they say they want marry, they go feel like say, oh, some especially single, like they see their comment all the time. Oh, they want use marriage joke also. Hey, oh, this loneliness, hey, enjoy being single. Enjoy being by yourself because in marriage, sometimes you can feel isolated, sometimes you can feel unfulfilled, sometimes you will be unhappy and you will still be lonely in that marriage. But if you have learned to live a single life properly, if you have learned to make yourself happy and you've learned how to be lonely, this will help you overcome loneliness in marriage. So now quickly we're going to dive into wetin dey cause am wey be say even though you don marry, inside that marriage when you and your partner suppose to dey, you go still dey feel that loneliness like say you dey single for inside that marriage. We go come talk about why that reason be so. Oya, make we dive into it. Number one, communication breakdown. Poor communication, as I always talk, I see, and na number one na be this one, because if there's no communication in that marriage, is a big problem. Poor communication can lead to misunderstanding and lack of emotional intimacy. Partners may struggle to share their feelings or needs, resulting in feeling of isolation. And if you feel isolated, you are lonely because what? There's no communication. Basic communication is the key to overcoming loneliness. Even in a relationship that is going to lead to marriage, you people need to be able to talk together, be very open to expressing your feelings and resolving conflicts. Number two, different interests. If couples grow apart in terms of interest or lifestyle, they may find themselves spending less quality time together and leading to feeling of loneliness. Yes, if be say before tough na dey enjoy one particular interest, but now as una don grow older, everybody interest don dey different. Assuming na say some people now, maybe before now, they like to dey knack on herself, but now as woman don dey old, she don dey lose her libido. Even the man sef as he don dey old, he don dey lose him libido. Everybody don dey get different interest. Some people maybe they don feel say as they don dey old for inside this marriage, maybe they need to, maybe na first like to dey go club, like to dey enjoy herself, just dey live life. Now maybe one person interest don change. Maybe she's now more focused on taking the children to basketball games and just being a mother. And you gonna wonder say, why this woman not gonna like to go club again? Una interest don dey change be that. And this can be a big problem. Somebody can feel disconnected and it will make the other partner dey lonely. I don mention this one before, unresolved conflicts. Ongoing disputes or unresolved issues can create emotional distance. When conflicts are not addressed, resentment can build, increasing feeling of being alone in the relationship. Yes, when there's if problem dey for marriage and una no work out how to solve that problem, everybody go dey keep am, it will continue to bring bigger problems. And at the end of the day, because una no go dey talk to each other or quarrel of one thing or the other, that will make the other person feel disconnected. You go see husband go face one side of the bed, the wife go face the other side of the bed, and they live for the same house. They keep marriage within themselves. This na big problem for marriage, and this can result to being lonely, because of course, if you are keeping marriage with your partner because they do you something and you are not resolve am, at the end of the day, una no go dey sleep with each other, wahala don come be that. I remember a couple of weeks ago, a lady reached out to me and she was telling me that anytime she and her husband dey quarrel, the husband go follow and keep marriage. He go follow and keep marriage so tey they will not have any intimacy. And in order for her not to go cheat for another man, she go buy sex toy, she come begin dey use sex toy for herself. And now she come talk say that SEX when she take dey do for herself, she don come dey addicted to am, say even when her and her husband don settle and the husband wan knack am, she no dey that interested again, say na that toy na go dey hungry am make she use. Say even if the husband dey on top of am, she go just dey tell am, just dey for her mind, she go just say abeg do make you get up, because now that toy don dey sweet am pass even im husband gbola. That thing don become issue, and wetin cause all this wahala na because unresolved conflict na im cause all this wahala. So I know say she dey follow my page and she go see this video. So madam, I go advise you and your husband, if una get problem, una get issue, no dey let the malice dey take long. Make one person swallow their pride, make dem apologize, make una find. I don even make video of how you go take resolve conflict. So if you never watch am, you can go back and watch that episode. Now, number 4, life changes, major life transition, such as having children, as I talked about before, changing jobs, or maybe change of location. Somebody fit go relocate to another place, shift of dynamics within marriage. Okay, experience loss, yes. If somebody feel losing partner, right? Or maybe experience, some people, maybe they and their mother, they very close. You understand? I go explain all those things. Make I just fair talk. I just dey read them. It say, within marriage, partner may find it challenging to support each other during these times, leading to feeling of loneliness. Yes, as you may say, some women they dey very close to their mother. Some men they dey very close to their mother. Or some women they dey close to their husband, papa, or their husband dey close to somebody when they dey close to, they can't lose that person during grief. Sometimes they might not be able to, they happy, they know they cheerful because of that grief when they feel, and that will make the other partner to be lonely because they're not going to get that full potential from their spouse, right? Sometimes change of jobs, right? Sometimes your partner fit come go travel out of, maybe una don't live together all una life, all of a sudden promotion don't come. Now good thing, no, see your husband or your wife they promoted, but now that job now will require her to travel out of state or even go another country. That now become a big issue, because that will now result to being lonely, because even as you are married, but you are still lonely. Even sometimes from the beginning itself, una go think say una go fit cope with una long distance relationship of marriage. Or sometimes you dey with your husband now, one person don't get visa, the other person has to travel, leave the other person behind. So a lot of things can happen that will make a couple to be lonely, right? All these things they cause am, right? Number 5, mental health issues. Conditions such as depression, anxiety can affect one's ability to connect with their partner, exacerbating to feeling of loneliness. If somebody get depression, or somebody gets depression, as they call am, somebody get depression, or somebody they get anxiety, that will make them not be able to connect with their spouse, and this will bring big issue for the marriage. It will bring that, because as I think I don't first mention am before, say I had to talk about depression, especially woman when just born, they go through depression sometimes, and go know, or a person just they go through that anxiety, especially they call that mid-life crisis. Some people, when they don't enter their 40s, between that 40 to 50s, a lot of couples experience mid-life crisis. Like for your mind now, usually when you don't enter 40, you're going to think, hey, I never build my house. Like, I never achieved my career. I still want to do my master. I have all this. Especially women when go put their career for hold, put their business for hold, put their life on hold because they want to bear children. Now they do full-time housewife. And they don't enter that 40, Nigerian don't grow finish. Now they want to go back to their career. It can become a midnight crisis, a crisis that can make them to have anxiety. Some people, men go feel they worry, say, hey, this my mate at 50, don't build house food everywhere. Me, I don't they want enter 50 now. I never see build my own house. I never see achieve so many things. That will make them to have anxiety. And as they get that anxiety, that will affect their spouse, and that can result to loneliness inside marriage because they're not going to feed them more. They're not going to caring, they're not going to they're not going to emotionally involved in the relationship, and the other partner, the thing will affect them because they will come feel like they're by themselves in that relationship. Yes, all these things they feel cause harm. Number 6, lack of affection. Physical affection is a vital component of intimacy. A lack of affection can create emotional distance, leading to feeling of isolation and loneliness. Yes, if you are no more attracted to your spouse, is a big problem for a relationship because wetin go make una dey get intimacy na that attraction, that you should have a feeling of wanting to have a physical and emotional bond with your spouse. When this becomes a lack, especially when it has been breached by cheating and a lot of things that have happened in the relationship and lack of emotional trust, that feeling of physical attraction can just disappear into thin air. You go see say you no dey because your husband don cheat on you or your wife don cheat on you, you might not feel attracted to that spouse anymore. Sometimes e fit be say na now when you marry your wife before, she dey slim, she looks attractive, all the breast make pin. Now una don marry, she don born, she don get body, breast don fall, dey be like dey don turn to slippers. Now you are no more attracted to your spouse and it becomes a big problem. Yes, and the woman will feel isolated, she will feel lonely even inside that marriage because now as a man you are not attracted to her, and even though she wants that emotional connection, you as a man you don't feel emotionally or physically wanting to knack your wife, and a big issue. Some women too, yes, the time when they meet you, you no get that big belle, you dey okay, you look good. Now years don come, the man wey dey marry, that when they marry and you get all hair full hair, right? You get good hair and everything looking good. Now the bald head don reach back here. They are not physically attracted to you again. And and that make them no even want, anytime you near them, they no even want make you gree, make you knack them. It becomes a big problem, and that also cause loneliness in marriage. Now, this last one na expectation. High expectations versus reality. Sometimes individuals enter marriage with certain expectation about companionship and support. When reality doesn't meet these expectations, feeling of loneliness can emerge. Yes, if somebody like some women now wey marry husband because of money, they dey say, oh, this man get money, na make dem marry am. And they come enter marriage now. Of course money dey, but maybe something come happen, they come lose their job, or they no come fit dey make that money again, they take care of the woman. You go say that emotional attachment when attract dem come, versus the reality say, this man just say get money and now money no come dey again. They come dey see the reality of things, and gradually they go begin dey lose interest for their husband, lose interest for their wife. A lot of things, expectations. When person dey expect for marriage say, oh, e go be jolly. By the time they enter marriage, quarrel go come dey, issues go come dey, unresolved conflict, so many things wey go come happen for inside marriage. Sometimes sef, lack of children, barrenness, all these things, because when you enter marriage, una talk and say, oh, una go born 2 children, 3 children. You have this high hope of high expectations of marriage. Marriage come start na 1 year, 2 year, 3 year, 4 year, pikin never enter. It becomes, dey cause depression, dey cause anxiety, dey cause so many things, and all these things go make the partner dey lonely. So high expectations versus reality. Sometimes now no be wetin you dey expect for inside marriage na you go see. Sometimes if you say the man before when he dey pursue you, he dey romantic, he dey loving, he care about you, go call you 24/7. Now because una don dey live together, they say familiarity breeds contempt, right? Now una don dey sleep to the same house, na wetin go dey make am dey test you again? So all that lovingness wey e dey show you before when una dey single, everything don disappear. Now it becomes an issue, and that fit make the spouse dey feel lonely. This way I go come to the conclusion of this one today. Watch out for my next video, because I go to talk about how you go take overcome loneliness in your marriage. I will see you guys. Bye bye.